Hello and welcome. This is Diana, and you are watching Holistic Vibes. This is going to be a new moon energy update reading, and more than likely a clearing, because what I'm kind of getting in meditation is because the Lunar New Year is like on the brink. It's tomorrow. Um, there is a kind of a oh no, the scrambling energy and like an energy of full release and surrender. And so you could have angst around an uncertainty of like what is coming and how things are going to mesh out, right? Like the unknowing if you will be caught. And the thing is it's like the door is going to open at exactly the right time. Like there is going to be this amplification of like your heart's desire. So like if the internal dialogue is negative, if it's trying to push you down a lower timeline, then say thank you, no thank you. Like literally say, I cast you to the pits of hell, get out of my field, right? If you are connected to somebody who is thinking negative thoughts about me, I push you back to that person times whatever, right? And like by you identifying and being more aware of your energy and what is trying to impede your field, like you are stepping even more into your frequency and into your sovereignty. And you're saying, I'm not dealing with outside energy any longer. It stops now, right? And as you shift and you take back like your sovereignty, and you do it in a way where you are commanding like anything outside of you to be outside of you, to not have any impediment on you, right? And so there is this like magi energy, this transmutation energy, this like activation of soul family that's happening. And like it's a testament of like the human condition, the impediments of the mind that come outside of you, right? The things that hold you in the past, the things that are essentially keeping you outside of your possibilities and your highest timeline. It's literally like there is such a look from above of this cognitive awareness and no longer sitting in loneliness, um, in isolation, in a state of reflection, right? Because sometimes God will call you to go into a internal dialogue so that you can honor the what is mine, what is yours, what is collectives, right? And sometimes you have to do that in a state of solitude. And they were also saying solidarity, right? It's the honoring of the ancestors that have come before. It's the honoring of the things that you don't know about, right? It's the connection to the cosmos. And for those of you that have had like health spikes, like if say you were totally cool and then something out of the norm popped back up, for me it's my blood pressure went through the roof, right? And it's like, number one, you are shifting timelines pretty rapidly. I'm not a doctor, don't play doctor. Obviously seek medical attention, but also like get to the root cause of like what it is you're holding on to. What energies have been replaying and keeping you in a low state of mind, in a state of impediment, in a state of secondarily, like it's not a gaslighting energy. It's more of like an energy of negativity or an anger or a push. Like it's a like everything can be great and then all of a sudden something shifts in your frequency and you're down a spiral, right? Or you're very in a reactive state of being, or like, and it's literally like you honoring and highly, it's healing. And maybe it's hiring like a practical solution to like how you're transmuting, transmoting the energies that are around you that are coming through you, right? If you catch yourself picking up an old behavior, pause and think, what emotion is connected to this said behavior, right? Where is this coming from? What is the emotion behind it? And like say, where is it living at in my body? Right? And get a pad and paper, because like the subconscious likes to talk without impediment, right? Especially if you don't necessarily um you can't decipher if it's yours, if it's positive, negative polarity or whatever. Um but the honoring of like you doing that is going to give you the space you need to see the gate that those entities, impediments, thought forms, vibrational frequencies are getting into your field, right? It's all about like understanding the diversion. What is the main goal and purpose of you trying to hold you and anchor you into a higher or lower timeline, right? And this is the lower timeline. So like this is the things that you are like going to start releasing and start getting rid of, because it's time for you to truly step into your destiny, to step into like the greater that you are, the truly what you're supposed to be here for, and to get out of uncertainty, to get out of the impediment of, again, introspection is good. It is a needed attribute to have for particular periods in time, right? The body calls for rest in the winter. So if you are innately going 110 all year long and you don't give yourself that space to the stillness, thanks guys, to to reflect and to be in a state of like contemplation, reflective on the year that's happened, right? The how you've overcome, the even reflecting to the person you were 5 years ago, the what's taken place up to this point, and how many obstacles have you truly overcome? Because I'm talking to people who are overcomers that are here to change the fabric of reality, to shift the grid system where you live, right? Like you're finding this because like you're ready to put all of the past in the past and truly heal the body and be the actual alchemist you're meant to be, right? Like through your confidence, you are going to gain exactly what it is you're looking for. It's the shift. It's almost like for those of you that have been like in a state of illusion, in a state of um, I'm doing it because somebody else wants me to do it, right? And it's a beautiful factor when you realize that like um, the people you're trying to impress that are holding the standards sometimes have come to not be evolved, right? They came onto the planet to give you the DNA you needed so that you can step into your platform, into your purpose, into the what it is you're to do to help impact society and the collective consciousness, right? It's literally shifting from an I to a we to a me, and there's this ending. It's clearly like a burnout. It's an ending of an old cycle. And stating that whatever's been impatient, it's kind of like the cuffs are off. It's time for you to truly step into like whatever you've been meditating on, contemplating on, being in a state of isolation, being in a state of advancement, being in a state of like, okay, well, what is truth? What is fiction? How do I get into a alignment into Christ consciousness, into like I'm walking in God's divine light, right? It's like that is the next form of alchemy, is going, because the energy. Yeah, we're out of control. We're stepping into harmony. There's an amplified form of action and integrity that will be ruling this collective consciousness as we proceed forward. It's kind of like we have a choice to continue the BS that's been happening, or we have a choice to actually start honoring and stepping into what it means to walk in truth and light. right? And I'm getting like you're doing this in your reality, like as you're moving and as you're stepping into your own abundance, as you're stepping into your own confidence, like when you're moving, you're not moving by what you see or what you hear, you're moving by vibration, and like vibration you can't hide, right? um it's interesting. And it's interesting too because like as you light your internal spark, and as you do that for another, it's like you're literally causing like an engulfing of energy through like your ripple of your the way you move in they're just showing me it's like in the energy, it's the way that you move. um, it's almost like there is a ripple of internal compliance through a shift in energy source. It's kind of like the leaders will step in to actually start leading. It's like gone are the fake facades or the impediments or the bribery and manipulation. It's like it will be what is for the greater good of the collective on a mass whole. And this is like all over the world. Like everybody is going to kind of dissolve a society that has not been working or that has been allowing the foundational blocks to be fully removed. I don't know. I don't know what that's about. But there's something in regards to bringing back community and bringing back like naturalized healing modalities and a form of abundance. Like, when was your country, your location at its most abundant rate? Right. And like, that's going to be what's going to be shifting through the collective consciousness. And you're going to see the world kind of split in regards to what is truth, what is alignment, and what is a way that they want to move in the world. I don't know. For those of you that have been in a state of confusion over who your divine partner is, be it a soulmate, a twin, a counterpart, separation in family, right? Because I fully believe that like you can have a twin that is like in your lineage, right? Like maybe you guys were supposed to come in at the same time and then something happened to where that didn't happen, right? And that can be your twin, like in a metaphorical sense, because then they take a different body in the next incarnation, right? Or in the next, like they could be your brother or sister. And so importance, something with Jupiter, like whatever you've been in confusion of, or like in contemplation of, or uh, releasing of the possibility of the who, right? And no longer placing blame on the coulda, woulda, shoulda. And that can be a hard journey to also reflect on, because you realize that you are also an active party to all the situations that happened, right? Energetically, physically, like we what I've been working for is already done. So somebody needs that. It's the reflectionness. I don't know. They're trying to put two words together. Um, that mirroring effect, right? Like of the wounds of the, you think of the wounds of the wounds. Like it's literally like if you're not there yet, then guess what? They're probably not there yet either. And you can't pretend that you've healed your wounds and not done the hard work, right? Like it really is a mirrored impediment of like what it means to unlock the heart, to unlock the energy, to truly release the impediments that we've been replaying over and over in our head, right? Like what is the actions? And like through your release and honoring of like the mantles that you've had at your altar, right? Like the things that you've replayed, held on to, took somebody else's like truth as your truth, right? Because you can hear something and you can believe that that is your end all be all divine pathway, right? And that's why you got to be careful with intuitive messages and even with internal dialogue, right? Because if you're not truly sovereign, like the things that you hear can very well be something that is trying to impede you. Is it for your highest and good? Is it coming from your higher self? You know, have you gone through all your checks and balances? Whoever's having a lot of pressure in like the back of the brain, like in the dip is what they're showing it to me. Maybe your spinal column is like compressed or something. Maybe you need to do like one of those stretch boards, or you need to do an inversion table, you know, the inversion thing. Take a deep breath. If any of this stuff is relevant with you or is relevant to you, just kind of take a deep breath and honor it, right? Allow yourself to kind of be recalibrated, because like there is a lot of uncertainty in the world unfolding as it is. And it's really not the coulda, woulda, shouldas of the impediments or the negative, like, because again, if you've gone through a lot of stuff, like, welcome to the club. We are old souls. It's what we really signed up for. Even though I know it sucks to say it, it's true. And the thing is like, although you can, I'm just asking, like, so I want to put it like this, right? Is even though you've had a lot of crappy stuff happen to you, and even though you've seen all facets of people, right? Every opportunity they get, the opportunity to choose a higher timeline, they always actively choose a lower timeline, right? They always play into their cardinal natures and attempting to manifest a 3D reality that is not heart-centered based, or not, it's for their own financial gain, right? At the cost of others. And in the end, like, those scales will be balanced in this lifetime, right? There is a knowing, an inner knowing that like God is handling it. So when you take whatever's in that equation and you just kind of say, okay, thanks for showing me. I've been there, I've done that. It's going to sit over here, right? And I'm no longer going to allow those things to play with my mind, and I'm focusing on the here and now. Because what I'm going to tell you is for those of you that are chosen, right? For those of you that are indigos or crystallines, or you have a bigger soul's purpose, right, on this planet, like you're here to do big work. Like, the enemy is going to get into your internals. They are going to try to isolate you. They are going to try to make it to where you are not in your strongest strength, that you're not like mind, body, spirit, right? And like through your process of elimination, right? Some of you may need to fast. Some of you may need a parasite cleanse. Some of you may need to like do an elimination diet to like bring yourself back up to like you're fighting for your purpose. And it's really like the what have you been doing that has gotten you to where you're at right now, right? Where you're healed, you're strong, you're positive, you're open to all possibilities, you're stepping into your divine abundance. Like, you fill your own cup up, right? And like honoring the journey, because again, it's great that it's popping up and showing you whatever is still in your field, right? Whatever is in this like old energy right before the new moon, so that you can literally say like, thanks so much. Like, I appreciate it. And it is exactly where it's supposed to be. And I am not defensive. I'm standing on guard. I am fully aware, fully tapped in, and I no longer am in a reactive state of being, right? And so, although you may have points and periods where you are in a reactive state, how do you recollect yourself so that you then can proceed forward and step into your divine abundance, like your divine prosperity, like your will and power? Like, because once you overcome the mental game, like it's all hands off. Like, then you really open up to the divine and allowing the divine to work with you in uncovering like the renewal aspects, right? And then how do you like, and they're interesting, yeah, because I saw 333 and that's 335, which is interesting because you have 324 and 323 and 335. I don't know. That's somebody may be seeing those numbers consecutively. I don't know, but they made it a point to point it out. But there also can be a form of self mastery, right? A form of like your hard work is going to finally start paying off, and your unity and compatibility in the environment of energies that you've been attracting, right? It's like going to strike while the iron is hot. There's going to be like this mutual shift again, to where if you're releasing it, then so is the person you're counterparting. And so if there's been a lack of success, no, like vibration is currency. And so if you've been in a subpar, like they've been in a subpar. And whatever's happening in the shoulders, in that, I think it's a trap. Um, it's kind of connected to C6 and C5. All of those muscle tissues just kind of relax and release. You're seen. Crown, please. Okay, for those of you that release, that's great. Um, okay, so what do we need to know proceeding forward? Some of you may want to work with Uriel, sacred activist, protect what is right and just, and let love lead the way. You're welcome. Expressing pure love and family relationships, heart to heart. Yeah, and there is a leadership. There is some kind of a reconnecting in with the heart of the planet, reconnecting in with the heart of the collective consciousness, the understanding of we are not islands, right? And that's hard for somebody who maybe is always used to being in a leadership role. And maybe ask the inner lion to like soften your heart, right? Maybe through like this alignment of what you're releasing, like you are going to activate the internal lion. You're going to activate like it's the cohesiveness and the peacefulness in like the alignment. Does that make sense? I mean, it's literally, it's going to be, and you're going to go to sleep and you're going to wake up and you're just going to be in the state of peace, in the state of like release, in the state of it's done already. They're just showing me it's like the Neville Goddard effect. It's like the knowing that it's already been completed. And that's really what's coming. Is that the one? Or is it this one? It's this one. They said one more card. And I'm gonna close it out. It says visualize abundance in all forms and the healer of the ages. I mean, there you go. I'm going to leave that there. If you would like a healing or a reading, all of my information is below, or you can go to HolisticVibes.org because apparently people are stealing videos or something. Um, yeah, but if you would, and then go ahead and activate a golden waterfall, and I would say like allow it to be like the sun's energy, just kind of filling up the gaps and impediments or anywhere that we cleared out an energy that's been impeding you or has been actively causing you setbacks. And then just keep minding your words, right? Keep minding the internal dialogue. Are you talking yourself up? Are you gassing yourself up? Or is it tearing you down? And if it's down, or if it's causing confusion or a uncertainty of behavior, then know that that's something outside of you. And then you got to do the deep dive. You got it. For anybody who's been having solar plex issues, you may want to eat some like orange foods. And again, yeah, that parasite cleanse may be really important. Until next time, be well. Ciao.